Welcome and hello everyone, my name is NEGUSTITA. As you can tell from the title of this video, we will be looking into the truth behind these delays. So this is a topic I have covered before, and I just told myself I would revisit at a later time, and a month later feels like about enough time. So this is going to be open to spirit. So your guys' higher selves, whatever is currently affecting you, it's in your energy, what is causing some sort of delay, you are going to look into the deeper root of like why that is, so we can remove these blockages and, you know, carry on with our lovely little lives. So yes, we will be doing energy checks before we get into the tarot, right? Before we get into the like energy of what is causing these stagnation, these delays. But chances are the energy checks are going to blend very well with the tarot portion. And then at the end, I will be pulling some like channeled messages. And if I feel called to, I will grab an oracle deck. But right now I don't. So anywho, so you guys, so my channel right now is going through a bit of like construction, at least at the time of my recording this. And by the way, these readings are timeless. This particular reading is timeless. So like the idea is it doesn't matter when you're watching this, the messages should resonate because they come across your page, or you feel called to watch them at times to actually help you. But right, like I was saying, my channel right now is going through a bit of like construction. I am kind of renovating some things here, so bear with me. I do kind of feel awkward, but my intro is also going to change. I just haven't really quite I'm not like set on what it's going to change to, but right now I do like the upload schedule I have twice a week at consistent times. I will probably start doing like random readings, like just readings that like I suddenly feel called to do, rather than these ones where it's like a fixed topic that I want spirit to stay on, instead of just allowing spirit to like free flow. Anyway, I'm trying not to like, I mean, I watch a lot of like tarot readers myself, or at least there's a few channels that I watch, and I don't want to copy them. Like, I don't want my content to be like the same as theirs. I want my content to be unique to me, and I think it already is, but you know, I'm just very mindful. So yeah, with that being said, let me point out the piles. We got pile 1, 2, and 3. Also, I did lose a nail today. Never mind that. We got selenite. Sorry, is it selenite? Celestialite. I think, yeah, celestialite. Amethyst and pyrite. For anybody who's curious about what these crystals are. Yeah, and so I'll see you in your piles. Bye. Hello, pile 1. Thank you guys for choosing to spend this time and space with me. So let's get into what delays you're experiencing, and like, you know, the truth behind them and how we can remove these. All right, pile 1. So I'm going to cleanse this space. Also for you guys, I am channeling this message of trial and error works best. Okay, trial and error. So I cleanse the space of negative and low vibrational energy to set the intentions of channeling clear and precise messages relating to our highest good. Thank you, Spirit. Amen, amen. Okay, you guys, so trial and error. So this message is coming, it's actually stemming from my own business, my own practice, this tarot channel. I'm currently renovating it, right? And I mean, anyways, point is, I'm adjusting and I'm trying new things, and I'm working on, you know, creating my set brand, my own image. You know, like the things that you don't really think about when you watch a YouTube channel, but as a YouTuber, like I have to think about these things. If I want to be successful at what I do, at what I love. And so trial and error. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. That's the main message here. Don't be afraid to fail a little bit, even if it's in the public eye, because when you get back up, it'll be that much more like daring or charming or like, you know, like it'll be that much more like human of you. Because let's be honest, as people, we don't know that much. We may know a lot, but we don't know everything. And the things that we don't know kind of whoop our ass in the shadows, behind the scenes. So it's a journey to overcome them. So Spirit, can I get an energy check? Who is watching? Okay, let's see here. These videos are always so difficult because, you know, what really is the truth behind the delay, right? Sometimes delays occur because we have to wait, and sometimes they happen maybe for reasons outside of what we have control over. So we got the Empress card here. So the people watching here, you guys watching are stunning, to say the least. Stunning. I mean, I'm kind of feeling called to mention her jewelry. You might have like a way of accessorizing yourself. Like you might have beautiful jewelry yourself. You probably get a lot of compliments on the things you wear. Okay, but if you've ever felt like your style is the only reason why you're beautiful, you're wrong. Okay, it's down to who you are as a person, through the flesh and into the core. But I also feel like this pile here watching, you guys might have a good skincare routine or a way that you take care of your physical vessel. Like you exfoliate a lot, or you know, like anyway, just some sort of like practice. Maybe you do something special with your hair too. Okay, but you guys are beautiful, like just gorgeous, stunning individuals, and people around you know it. All right. Let's get an energy check. And you guys are coming off as very confident. We got this 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I really do feel like there's some sort of news coming in, but we'll get into that, I guess, if it pops up later on. So who is watching? Spirit, who is watching this pile? Okay, so a set of cards came out. I'm not sure if I want to accept these. I'll just display them for now, and then I'll make my decision. The people watching here, you guys might be earth signs maybe. I believe there's Taurus or Virgo energy in the Empress card. But with these Pentacle energies, I do feel like you guys are very... could be an earth sign, or your approach to life currently is it's aligned with earth energy. Like, you know, maybe you're not going out as much as you used to. You might be spending more time indoors with yourself, really focusing your energy into something, especially with this Page of Pentacles. You guys may it might feel like a hermit mode, but really it's not, because in hermit, we're guided into moments of like isolation in order to connect with our inner selves and to do some kind of like spiritual work or light work, or to heal something, or to reveal something, to search for some sort of truth with all your focus. So you're just kind of like in that sort of isolation. But for you guys, I'm kind of getting this feeling that if you are alone, obviously you're not really, right? You're guided by God, by your ancestors, by angels, or whatever external force that's omnipotent that you believe in is guiding you right now. You are drinking straight from the source. I don't know why that it just popped up in my head. So take that message if it resonates for you guys here. But with this Page of Pentacles, I do feel like you are working on something. You're working on something, and Spirit is telling you to keep at it, because it will get you some sort of progress, even if it's minute at first. All right, you might have just received some offer, or you might have thought you were going to receive an offer. This 9 of Pentacles is kind of throwing me for a loop. Okay, so I'm kind of being guided to take this in the upright. There's some sort of offer here that's going to come your way. It's going to take its time, though, whatever this is. And you're probably going to give up on it before long, but it will arrive, or maybe you won't. I don't know, but what I'm getting from your energies, you are building something right now. You're building your empire. You are building something, and it is just, and it is fair, and it is like sanctioned by the Most High. Whatever it is you're creating right now, whether it's like your own channel, maybe you guys are also YouTubers. I don't know, but if you are, shout outs. Hey, like comment your little channel. Comment your channel. So I can go support it. And yeah, also any of the people who happen to come across your content, like let's network together, let's build together. I feel like whatever you're doing is just in alignment with who you are, and I'm not gonna lie, this is beautiful energy. And it's also, with all this yellow, it's giving like sacral chakra. So sacral, or was it solar? I think it's solar, now that I think about it. Okay, well, clearly I need to go refresh my knowledge here on the chakra points and the different colors associated with them. But I am getting this feeling that you're standing in your power, and in a way that is probably different from your past approaches. I'm getting this feeling like maybe in the past, when you tried to stand in your power, maybe you had to step on some people, like people who were belittling you or speaking down on you. Like you had to kind of like find a way to step above these individuals to like stake your claim kind of thing. But I'm getting this feeling like now that isn't the case. Like now in your current energy in life, you're just standing in your power, and without the need to push it onto anybody or to get people to listen to you. You speak your truth, and if no one listens, who cares? Not you. Which is actually making people like want to listen to you. Okay, the more you stop trying to convince people that they have a place at the table, that you deserve to be heard, that you deserve to be listened to, the more you stop that, like the more you just speak without caring if others are listening, and as long as you're authentic and true to yourself, trust, people will notice. They'll notice, because usually it's the people who try too hard to grab your attention, whose messages you don't actually want to receive. And it's the people who just speak their truth and continue moving on with their lives, that are speaking nothing but the truth, that their messages will be heard better because they're not trying so hard to be heard. They're just speaking, right? And like when you try too hard to grab people's attentions, take it from me, like someone with ADHD, like the harder you try, the more people don't want to listen. So anyway, with that being said, what is in this pile's energy? I feel like this is a pretty thorough energy check. I'll just grab maybe like a few more cards, like clarifiers. Can I get a clarifier for the Justice? Can I get a clarifier for the Justice card, Spirit? Okay, so the Justice card, this card is in tandem. This card here, or at least the message behind it, is there was a past disappointment here. Okay, there was probably a situation where you were supposed to build with somebody, but unfortunately that situation has just spiraled out of control, or it's currently in this like death position, or for some of you it's in this tower. Like maybe it's not like, maybe someone hasn't accepted that it's over. Maybe the situation ended really badly. Or maybe like worse than could have been anticipated. That's what I'm getting. Or, you know, maybe you just given up on it. And you just simply are not looking to restart something with someone that just, no, like you're moved on. You've moved on, but someone may have not. Okay, but wherever you stand here, there was some kind of past judgment, past disappointment, not judgment. I don't know why I said that, but 9 of Cups, past disappointment. And I am kind of feeling like over a project. Also, my throat has suddenly gone very, very dry, tapping into this energy. So dry that like, anyway, it's a very strange sensation. I do feel like whatever this energy is attached to, it is about someone who was not able to speak their truth, and they sorely regret it, or they're in a bad place. But that has little to nothing to do with you and your choices, but more like this person and their choices. So, all right. Anyway, so your karmic justice right now is you have the space and the time to create your desired reality, to create your desired empire, because you're working with the forces of love and good and just in this world. So these energies will continue to provide you with support, stability, and everything you need to start up your practice, your business, your ideas. Okay, I do see whatever this is going to be successful in the long term, no matter how many times you have to keep picking up your pieces from scratch and starting all over again. Trial and error. Trial and error is what's going to work best for you guys. And that's what you're doing currently. And hello, hi, me too. Okay, and with this Ace of Pentacles, I do see this being something fruitful for the long term. Okay, for the long term. I see whatever you start now, you will eventually make enough money to live some sort of like desired reality. You know, desired, like maybe what you desire right now is living carefree, right? Maybe you kind of want to just have enough money to survive. Okay, no, you want a little bit more than just to survive. Like you want enough money to go shopping, to live in a nice place, in a nice area, to do like to travel occasionally. Like you want money like that. Because I am getting money, like heavy money with all this earth energy here. And I do see it's going to be successful. Like you are going to earn the income to be able to travel occasionally, to shop as you please, to just the things that you are desiring in the 3D. You will be making it. And I get this feeling it's going to triple and multiply over time. So you will get to a point where you're making as much money as you have in your head desired, the vision you have in your mind of how you want to be living, like this Empress here. You will be making that amount. But I feel like it'll triple over time. So you guys are destined for something great, and it came from some sort of sacrifice here. I feel like you had to sacrifice a previous timeline where you were going to be unsatisfied and unfulfilled with life. Maybe because that's the karmic cycles you were born under, right? Because I'm speaking from experience here. I almost got into this relationship, or almost ended up in this connection, where I would have been just as miserable and unhappy as the people I saw growing up. The people who are stuck in commitments and connections and soul contracts with individuals who will never give them what they wanted. And this is another thing too. I had this epiphany, like I think it was last night or the night before, and it has been very enlightening. I've been kind of stuck, especially if you are an earth sign here. You're going to relate with this, I feel, even more. But I have been stuck wanting things from people who will never give it to me. And I've had years to realize they're never going to give it to me. Okay, and to get a little bit more personal here, I'm specifically talking about like family and connections. I've always had this desired expectation of what family should be like. I've always wanted family to be loving and gentle and nurturing and appreciative of who you truly are. I've always wanted the type of family members who love that I do what my heart desires. Like I have this tarot channel and like I do this and that. But the actuality is they're never going to do that. They're never going to love me for who I am. They're never going to be there for me when I'm sad. They're never going to do that. Like they're never going to be as kind and nurturing as I wish they could be, even though I see the potential. I see the potential for them to become that way one day, but they're never going to do it. Like I would, it would, I feel like in a different timeline, it would take me 20 more years to realize that. Hanging around them for 20 years, giving them the best that I possibly have, all the love that I could carry in my heart, and the blood, sweat, and tears. You know, like I could give them everything, and they will never treat me the way I want to be treated. And that is just the truth. And it'll be sad. And it was sad for me to realize that too, because I was like, dang, like it's not like I want to live in a reality where, you know, my family isn't never going to treat me the way I deserve to be treated. But that's the truth of it. That's the truth. And the longer I ignore that truth, the more pain and disappointment that I experience. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys are going through those levels of like revelations here, but what I've said was me like telling you something vulnerable about my personal life in an attempt to connect. And so don't feel bad for me, but I just realized this. I was like, oh my gosh, like, why do I expect these things from them? And I realize it's because it's just what I think is fair. I think it's fair that I give the love that I receive the love that I give. I give love without expectation or like, I don't expect them to be a certain way. I just want them to be their most authentic and true self. And I'm realizing who that is for them is toxic for me. And the less I hang around, the less I try to expect more from them, the better I'm going to feel overall. When I just remove those expectations and place like a boundary to protect myself, so that I could, anyway, ciao. I don't know why I started rambling about this. I just moral of the story. Wow. Moral of the story. Actually, this card was in the reverse. Do not accept love that is not deserving of you. Okay. Moral of the story. And I feel like you guys are learning that because that was the tough karmic lesson. However that applies to you, right? With this situation, this may not necessarily be about family. But if that resonated, then good, period. But if it doesn't, the main point here is there's some sort of event or situation here that you were left feeling very disappointed. Maybe because someone was acting very selfishly. And with this Tower card, right, this is a thing that's over, or it should have been over, or it's going to be over. In the struggle position, I kind of feel like this could be someone not accepting that it's over. Meanwhile, you have. So it's like, anyway. And so you did the work, you learned the lesson, and now you are moving forward as you're supposed to. And you're moving forward with love and light, not interested in repeating these lessons, these karmic lessons. You're not interested in that. You're interested in creating something new by your own divine intuition, okay, or by design, divine design. Honestly, I don't know what I was trying to say with that, but yes, you guys are doing great. Okay, you may not feel the best though, and that's okay. Honestly, most of the times, like I think about it, like, Albert Einstein, someone who is renowned as like probably one of the smartest people ever to live, is someone who was insecure as well. Okay, someone who also was filled with doubt and uncertainties, and that's just a part of life. And honestly, you still have to be grounded and realize, like, hey, like, I'm still someone who's so powerful and so smart and so everything you need to hear about yourself to feel good about yourself without, stepping down on other people, right? Because you shouldn't need to feel better about yourself by making other people feel worse about themselves. That's actually just toxic. But all right, you guys, we're just gonna move on to, I'm gonna finish that train of thought maybe another time, because I don't really know what I was rambling on about. But let's get into the truth behind these delays. Okay, if there even are any delays for you guys, you might just be feeling stuck, and that feeling may actually be what you need to overcome. Okay, but Spirit, what are the truths about the delays happening in Pile 1's life? What are the truths behind Pile 1's? So we got this Emperor card. That's so interesting. Okay, and what is this Emperor? You guys, I think it's your masculine energy. Because your energy is also showing up as Queen of Pentacles, which actually does feel very fitting. Considering the energy check I just... Yeah. Okay, and the Four of Wands. So there really is somebody... This either is you or someone you know. Can I get a clarifier for the Emperor? Yeah. So this is... So I guess there's a delay here in your love life with you and this Emperor. Okay. That's what Spirit is going to report on for the collective watching. Okay, we got the Fool card in reverse. Yeah, and then we get the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I'm like getting this feeling that, you know, the truth behind this delay is someone's foolishness. Someone's inability to choose correctly. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Someone's inability, a love and spirit is like, anyway, when you are on the same wavelength. Can I get a clarifier for this Queen of Wands? Okay, so this is the reason why someone couldn't approach you correctly in the past. Yeah. Yeah, you guys. So, you know, you're dealing with a very insecure Emperor. I'm actually kind of getting, like, heartbroken. Like, you know, like, I'm sorry, it doesn't sound so silly, but you know, in movies, the archetype or the cliche of a character that's like, I'm too broken for this world. Yeah, that's who this Emperor is, who was trying to court you in the past. That's what I'm getting. This Emperor is someone who's, I really don't mean to be a jerk when I say this, but like, because like I also resonate with this term, but damaged, right? This is and again, like, I'm trying to be very polite about the energy, and I'm not like, I do not want to be rude here whatsoever. And sometimes in my past videos, when an energy shows up that I don't really take well to, I can be kind of a dick. But in this particular instance, like, I just feel like, you know, honoring the energy that's present here. So this is like this Emperor archetype of someone. This is someone who's, by the way, overcome some kind of shadow trait recently. If not recently, just in general, because they can, it's like, its energy's like acknowledging their own brokenness. This is somebody who's like approaching this Queen of Pentacles here, this earth sign woman, but doesn't necessarily have to be, because tarot does not read gender. But anyways, this like Queen of Pentacles, like this person, like in the past couldn't choose correctly. It could have been because they were like blinded by something, they were in some sort of situation, not sure, but there was some kind of issue here where this person was not seeing clearly between two options that they had, and they chose to act in a less than like dignified way, I suppose. This is someone who was very much wasting your time, acting very childish. This is also somebody who was like manipulative as well with this Knight of Cups. This was someone who was like really not acting correctly. Okay, and so this person comes to find out, or they realize, or this is like what their higher selves are relaying right now. Their reasoning was because of how they perceived you. They saw you as this Queen of Wands, someone very confident. I would say like a natural born leader. Even if you don't acknowledge these traits about yourself, this is how someone was seeing you, as someone who's very like mature, kind, nurturing, very gentle, I would say, but also at the same time incredibly attractive. This person like felt like you were too good for them. And so their fears and insecurities kind of took over, leading to the less than desired behavior. Seems like this person's inner child was very wounded because you were interacting with their wounded inner child. Yeah. Yeah. Which, you know, does not excuse this person's behavior. Of course, we love to hold people accountable. It's the only way people grow and change for the better. Does seem like this person is like I'm not sure if this person is actually doing the work, but I will say this, right? The cards do make it seem like that. This is the case. But anyway, this is somebody who was very, like, clouded by their own judgments or insecurities, fears, anxieties, especially about, like, themselves. Like, they just felt like they couldn't compare to you. So they were trying to compete with you in some sense, you know, to some degree. It does seem like, though, their approach is less than desirable. The way they acted, like, they did two things ultimately three things, I guess, that led to the end of this connection. For one, the first thing is this person was acting very clueless, like they didn't know who you were to them, especially spiritually. This person was acting like they didn't want to come towards you, or like that you were their best freaking option. Second thing, this person was emotionally manipulative. This person could have been like leading you on. I'm kind of getting the sense, like, if you ever asked them like how they really felt about you, and if their answers, if they didn't answer with like, I truly and completely love you, it was a lie. It was a lie. So this person, like, anything that they said that did not align with that truth is like, isn't actually their truth. Okay. And yeah, which just, you know, whatever, right? Again, I'm just trying to be very respectful towards this energy. This is someone, I'm sorry, that's like was very much in their like inner child. Like, this was just a very like immature individual, but also like, anyway, we'll get into advice later. All right, the truth behind this delay in this connection is this person's actions towards you. That's the truth. The truth of it was they were not. This is someone who was like ignoring you all day as well. Like, this was someone who was acting very lazy, or like they didn't have time for you. But the truth is they did. Or they could have made time for you. They just were choosing not to. So again, this person's actions like did not align with their soul and who they truly are, which, you know, is like, yeah, I mean, that's the most I have to tell you. Like, this, there's really nothing more. Like, their actions were not aligning with what they really wanted and like who they really wanted to be with. And the truth behind the delay is they have been causing blockages because they had to grow, right? These are things that they were meant to overcome in their connection with you. So like, they were meant to overcome a fear of new beginnings and overcome their fear of love as well. And to, you know, stop being manipulative and like, you know, treating people the way they treated people. Unfortunately, it may be a little too late for this individual, and they do fear that. And by the way, if it is too late for this person, that is perfectly valid and acceptable as well. You don't need to, like, as much as this person and you like could be together, you're not, and there's a reason for that, so never forget that. Okay, so the truth behind this delay is that this person was not choosing with their head, or sorry, they were not choosing with their heart, but more so with their head and potentially sex organ. This is somebody who does see you as very attractive, so chances are they messed up their shot even more because they wanted to be with you, but they didn't realize they wanted to be with you for the long term. That's why their energy still lurks around. It's because they actually love you and they want to be with you. If they did not have those feelings, you wouldn't be getting this reading. They wouldn't be bothering you so much, you know what I mean? They would just go on to their next victim. But yeah, and you know, maybe for some of you, I mean, if you resonate with like having an attachment, if you still feel like you think about this person fondly, like you still want a second chance, then this could be the timing for that, potentially. But if you are like just straight up like, I don't F with this person anymore, you know, then yeah, continue with that. Their energy may not leave you alone because we do have free will here, and spirit will report what spirit is obligated to report on. If this person is tugging on your energetic cord, you are going to know about it, even if you banish this person, like, or potentially, I mean, I don't know. I'm not someone who practices those types of spells. But if you did know someone, I guess like get their help or something that could help like clear their energy, cleanse their energy as much as you can. Honestly, like I wouldn't know what else to do here, but there's always room for improvement, always room for growth. So pile number 1, that is your reading. Oh yeah, actually I was gonna pull some channel messages. Ooh, sorry about that. To be honest, if you're curious about what my advice is, remember, X for a reason. If this is someone you've dated and the connection has fizzled out as to where it is now, chances are it's not worth your time. But, right, like, oh well. We're here to make mistakes and to grow and to live and to learn. Just make sure you're not making the mistakes that you will regret. But what cards can come out here about this situation? Can we get advice from these channel messages? Yeah, we got a number that exes are thinking of you. If you feel their energy, you're not crazy. Cord cut and cleanse. Okay. Also, this deck may or may not have a yes or no answer for you. So if you have a yes or no question, I would pause the video now and think about it. We also got October too, so that might be an important month for someone, or was an important month for you. We got network opportunities. You might be networking very soon. We got loser alert. This person is lame, low vibrational, and balls deep into toxic patterns. L-A-M-E. Lame. You could 100% do better. Okay, so that's your answer. That's your answer, you guys. We got, you are the sexiest person I've ever met. That was an 18+ reading message. So, if you were not 18+, avert your eyes, please. Anyways, for those of you who are grown, I don't even think I have anyone younger than, we got no. That's your answer. But yeah, I don't think anybody here is like under the age, because I look at my subscriber count, and it seems like most everybody is like within the age range for these messages. So that's great. But you know, just in case, I had to give them to him. I had to be like, hey yo, shouldn't you be taking a nap in preschool, bitch? Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these messages did resonate. If they did, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Would be much appreciated. And yeah, that was your message, Pile 1. Yeah, hope it helped. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you guys so much for choosing my channel and this video to watch during this lovely time that you have. So we are going to just get straight into the messages here. I'm going to do an energy check, like I said in the beginning of the video. All right, and then after that, we're going to get into the tarot and then channeled messages afterwards for advice, or just, you know, to see whatever wants to come through for this deck. In the past pile, I did not feel called to grab an oracle, and if that changes, I will do it. But anyways, I cleanse the space of low vibrational and negative energies to set the intention of channeling clear and precise messages relating to our highest good. Thank you, Spirit. Amen, amen. Okay, you guys. Pile 2, welcome. Okay. You know, I kind of wanted to point out how much I love this amethyst crystal. I know I didn't really like show it off. In the beginning of the video. But it is one of my favorite crystals. I love to wear amethyst. I actually have a lot of amethyst jewelry. Wait, do I? No, I do. And tiger's eye as well. I was like, wait, do I? I do. But I don't have that much jewelry either, though. So I guess it's not really saying much. But I do love the occasional amethyst. And, I mean, it's a healing crystal, yes, but I just love the color purple. And the color purple is associated with the crown chakra. All right. And that's where we receive messages from, like divine guidance, divine intuition. We also got the Empress card here. So you might be coming here from pile 2 or pile 1. But like, hello, hi, if you are. If you're not, don't worry. This still could be your video. But let's get into the energy check. So Spirit, can I get a few cards to explain who the viewer is? Yeah, I felt called to pull this card. We got the Empress, but let's see here. Energy check on the viewers watching. Just so you know, this is your video, right? You want to make sure these messages are meant for you. And it's easy for messages to get kind of lost or mixed up in the chaos of everything. You get the Three of Swords. So this is, the viewer watching is dealing with some sort of heartbreak here. Three of Swords could be a betrayal or some sort of like just a gut-wrenching blow. We got the Strength and the Judgment card, both in reverse. There could have been a time where you were being misjudged here by a group, potentially. Yes. And if so, you were guided away from this group. But not before they could cut you with their words. I feel like what you're dealing with is some sort of like family or familiar wound. You guys may be what they're called curse breakers, right? You might be the first in your family to do something, okay? Maybe in the first of your family to graduate high school or go to college or to get a degree, especially on the degree or education base. But if not, right, for some of you, you might be the first to start your own business. You might be the first to, or that you know of in your immediate family, to do something different than what everyone else has done. And I do see it's going to be successful for you. However, this was a rocky path, okay? I feel as though, you know, really examining the Six of Swords energy, it's like, like you've been in this box traveling through life, and occasionally the waters are calm, but sometimes they're very stormy, and I feel like you've had a very stormy past. Okay, there was something here stifling your strength, and when these two cards came out together, it did make me feel like it was the judgment of others. You were probably being heavily scrutinized, especially growing up, especially if you were always in this Empress energy. Like ever since you were a kid, if you've always just had a very divine essence to you, a very nurturing being to, like, if you, especially if you got like nicknames as a kid. Like I for example, when I was a kid, I used to get called princess or angel, you know, or something like that, right? And you know, it was very sweet, very kind, right? And I guess it's like not like that irregular of like a nickname or comment to get as a kid, but people weren't complimenting me because I was an entitled brat. People were complimenting me because they saw a divine nature within myself. And I've always carried that divinity. And chances are, pile watching here are people similar or just like that. So if you've always had this like angelic glow, like if you've always just been a very pure soul or kind heart, like this Virgin Mary here, especially if you've been compared, then like this is gonna be even more so the case. But it does seem like you have suffered some sort of heartbreak, something like being misjudged, or just scrutinized, especially because people would put you on this pedestal. It's like you can't really do anything, like you can't really mess up or say the wrong things or make a mistake. Like you've always had the pressure of like all eyes on you, even though you aren't famous yet, right? Like I think about like celebrities have to live like that, where they're constantly being scrutinized under pressure. Like people hold them to all kinds of standards that they themselves don't hold themselves to, but they are expected to live by, otherwise they'll be scrutinized for it. And you guys may have had the mispleasure, but you know, just have had the experience of living like that, even though, you know, you don't have the same status or fame in the 3D, but you might in the 5D. So that's why you're held to this standard. Okay, I do feel like there was some sort of conflict here you were guided away from, or, you know, you might have grown up in. There's some sort of like conflict here. People arguing, like insults being thrown around, shade being thrown around, and you have been successfully guided away from those circumstances or situations. But with this 5 of Swords, you may have been dealt some sort of betrayal. You might have been hurt in the past too. I'm feeling like you've always been guided, you've always been protected, you've always been loved by the divine, but you still had lessons to learn. It's like life didn't really pull back its punches for you, but you could handle them. You could survive them. You could manage to overcome these obstacles, and that's a part of your destiny. All right. Also want to say 565. If you see this angel number, know it is a sign of your strength, not weakness. You've overcome challenges that most people would have probably not handled as gracefully as you did. And that's what gives you this angelic glow and the blessings that you have, the way that you get to live your life as a result, and the success that will be coming to you, if not already here. Period. Okay, but this is more like a past thing. This is something in the past here that's still kind of hurting you in the present day. But I really do feel like it has a lot to do with like ancestral bonds, family, really. Family, maybe close friends. But I'm getting more so family. Like you've always dealt with, or you may have at least like one family member who like always hated you, never understood why. It's because you glow. It's because you're an earth angel. It's because you're blessed. And those people who don't live their lives like you do don't get the same level of blessings, and they will and they'll be mad at you, but really the person they should be mad at is, oh my gosh, really the person they should be mad at is themselves. Okay, so that's the energy check. I don't really feel the need to continue to dig into the energy. I feel like if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So if you're sticking around for the next portion, then let's figure out, you know, what your delays are, what your obstacles are. And I want to say you guys are such brave people to head towards the obstacle, because most people would try to walk around it or avoid it altogether, but you're brave enough to hear the truth and to face the truth and to overcome it, to become your best self. That's dedication to the path. That's dedication, you guys, to God's work, to living your authentic truth, to the spiritual journey. And honestly, like, not everybody, most people honestly like take the surface level of spirituality and then just call it good. Most people just choose like to learn about spirituality so that they can oh my gosh, so that they could learn how to shift realities, to avoid their own reality. Some people do the surface level just so they can get the credit. You know, some people do things not for the same reasons as you, but you're doing them for the right reasons. And that's what makes you blessed, truly blessed. That's why the universe will send its best guardians, its best angels to protect you during this lifetime, because you have earned it. From a spiritual standpoint, you have earned it, and everything that this world has to offer you will be presented if it's meant for you in due time. And that was the message I just felt conveyed or compelled to relay. But so let's see here. What are the truths behind the delays that pile 2 is experiencing? So you might be going through a bit of a financial... That's so interesting. The 5 of coins and then the Knight of Cups came out together. To be honest, this seems like it's a part of the path, a part of the journey. You might be going through this like financial sort of crisis where you're feeling like you're not making any money. Money isn't really coming in. You're not quite like, I don't know. Let's grab a clarifier. What's this Five of Coins? I gotta clarify for the Five of Coins, Spirit. Like, I want to say you have everything you need. You have everything you need, but you may not have more. Yeah, you might be wishing for more. You might be wanting more than what you currently have, and that's what's like giving you this illusion of your Five of Coins, right? You might feel like you're in a worse situation than you really are, but honestly, I think that's intentional by the universe. There's something the universe wants to offer you, pile 2. The universe wants to offer you some sort of love, some sort of companionship here with this Emperor, and that could be the reason why you're in this current Five of Coins. It's so you could slow down. Okay, it's so that you can slow down in this moment. Now, I don't think you know who this Emperor is. This feels like a new energy. Okay, but I will investigate. Of course, you know me. I'm nosy. Call me Miss FBI, but I'm just kidding. I'm not actually that nosy, but I will be for this reading for you guys. But anyways, back to this Five of Coins. I do feel like this is a part of the plan, a part of the process here, especially with this Nine of Cups. Like, Spirit is wanting you to enjoy this like slowed down version of reality that you're experiencing, where you have a lot of time to yourself, and time to work on something as well. But yes, I also feel like this is a very healing time for you. This is a healing time as well. You're currently being provided for by the universe. You have everything you need, and more, right? But you are probably wishing for more. You probably want to be in a different place. Maybe like you're comparing yourself to your fellow peers or the people you watch on the internet, which never do that, because people on the internet lie, except for me. I'm the only truthful one. But people on the internet do lie. Okay, like for real. Especially influencers, especially people you look up to. They're never telling you the full truth. And you probably already know that. I feel like this is a smart group here. But and even if you didn't know that, well, now you do. But you're still smart. Don't worry. But people on the internet are not always the most truthful and upfront about what they're experiencing in their personal lives and the delays and setbacks that they have. And when they are open, we do tend to appreciate it, because it makes us feel like we're more included in that person's world. But pile 2 is, to me, I'm feeling like it's more of an illusion of a Five of Coins than an actual Five of Coins, right? An illusion. Or maybe you might have like $0 in your account and you're genuinely wondering, like, how am I going to make next month's rent? Well, for that, I would say the universe has you covered, okay? Because you are doing this spiritual work. Spirit is going to provide for you as long as you're willing to do your share. And that's the scary part, to go to dig deep within ourselves and to do the work, and to grow and to become the wise individuals we're supposed to be. Okay, so now my attention is actually being taken towards this side. So this Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Emperor. Like, I actually feel very drawn to now speak about this. So moving on from this energy to this, this is kind of why you're in this energy. It's something about this like offer here. Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, this does seem like a past person. So actually, can I get some clarifiers, Spirit, about this Ace of Cups? Okay, yeah. So you guys, this is some sort of like reunion here that you will be experiencing with someone from your past. Yeah, we got the Fool card in the same position it was in the previous reading. This is somebody from your past who is trying to make a comeback. This is somebody you were probably already in a connection with. Yeah. This is someone's past energy. They have evolved. Whoever this individual is, they've evolved. And I think that they're supposed to provide something for you. It's something like they've learned from you. Like they've learned from your lead. And how to move on from the past. And how to create something from scratch, even when you don't have a whole lot. Okay. This is someone looking to finish out some kind of cycle with you. And it does seem like in the past they definitely didn't have the energy, or not the energy, they just did, well, you know what, maybe they didn't have the energy. This card does want to come out. But they have always like regretted that about themselves. And when I say they didn't have, like, they didn't have the energy to do the work, like the emotional work, like they just didn't have the energy to do it in the past, but the universe has set up something for this individual, so now they've had to, or they just chose to. Like, I'm getting this feeling like they are a different version of who they used to be. You may, it's still fair to judge them by that past version of who they used to be, but this is someone who's evolved from that. So it's like they kind of want to show you that as well. This person kind of wants to show you how they've improved, and they are watching you, or at least like what, yeah, they are, because I saw the Page of Swords, but they're following you, they're following your lead. Especially if you do post publicly, then this person's like watching you and like kind of like, oh my gosh, like this is what you've been up to, this is how you've changed, how you've improved, it's beautiful, you're beautiful. Like, this is someone who still thinks about you. Can I get a clarifier for the 9 of Wands? Can I get a clarifier for the 9 of Wands, Spirit? The Judgment card. So this is somebody here that was very stubborn. They did not want to let go of some sort of like past. Oh, child. Hold up. Okay. Ooh. Anyways, this is someone who did not want to let go of some kind of past with you guys. Okay, or their past. Like, they did not want to let something go here. And it's kind of coming to me like a past way of thinking, an old way of being. But also at the same time, this person did not want to let go of this calling either. So ultimately, that's what inspired them to do some kind of like growth, spiritual upgrade. Yeah, and this person is wanting to get in contact with you as well. Although I feel like they might try to play very coy here. And I got the Hierophant. I was thinking I want to see this card to sort of like explain. If I saw the card in the reading, I would think like this person is like becoming more spiritually advanced. With it in the reverse, no, not really. But they are becoming a better person as a result of meeting you and connecting with you. So what is the truth behind the delay? Spirit, how can this person get out of this 5 of coins without this other individual? The 4 of cups. Okay, it's by not rejecting this person. Okay, and what if they do reject this individual, Spirit? How can they get out of this, like... I guess overseas. I'm getting like avoiding conflict overseas. Okay, well with this message I got like a very clear, like, by not rejecting this person, you could move through this obstacle of like some kind of financial constraint. I don't know, and I do feel like there's a lot of happiness that can come from this union, but it will also come with its fair share of burdens as well. Burdens you don't deserve to bear, but or you know, something like that. I don't know, maybe this person's great now, like, cool, that's the desired outcome. But 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands, I don't know, I'm getting like a feeling of avoiding them and going overseas. Potentially getting out of their energetic field is actually what's going to like help you like be removed from this blockade, this obstacle. So consider moving basically to like halfway around the world, or to another place, somewhere like very far away from them. The more disconnected, the more you will get out of this energy, and things will speed up for you, is what I'm like intuitively sensing here. So right, but I don't know if that's like a doable thing for most people. I feel like honestly you might not be able to because of other constraints, but either way, you know, you are being suggested or guided, or what's the word, recommended, that you continue to stay in your power here, to keep boundaries up with the individuals you need to protect yourself from, and not being afraid to act like a bitch or to look like a bitch. Like, for real, like, so what? People don't like the price they have to pay to be in your life. Is it that fucking hard to be that good of a person? Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, and to continue moving forward with the things you desire, okay, with where you want to go, and invest your energy into things that you love, or to things that you want to do, and to continue moving forward in that route. All right, this person could help out with like, this is someone who is supposed to help you on your path. Like, that's what I'm getting. This is somebody who has a calling to provide for you during this time. Okay, like, this was someone who was supposed to do that, especially if you intuitively felt it. They did too. They knew they were supposed to help you out with you know, becoming whatever it is you came in this lifetime to achieve, but they didn't do it. Unfortunately, this person chose to act in low vibrational ways, and they've kind of snapped out of it now, but it's a little too late for their energy to enter back into your life, so they get to just watch your life from the sidelines, like everyone else who's ever like betrayed you or wronged you in that aspect. Okay, you guys, and let's see here what the channel messages are. This is someone who does regret their actions, I should say. Like, it's a very somber and sad kind of feeling for them, but you know, you may also feel lonely at times too. Tough as luck, right? Like, tough shit, bro. Adapt, grow, and evolve. There's a lesson in everything, in every pain and every heartache, and honestly, the sooner you learn it, the more powerful you become. So there are yes or no questions in this deck. Please pause the video now if you wanted an answer to a yes or no question. If you can't think of one, oh well, we'll see what comes out. We got the intentions are unclear. This person isn't sure what they want, but that doesn't mean you have to wait. So this is that person's past energy. Okay, this was someone with intentions that were unclear. They were kind of like wasting your time, but not necessarily being a douchebag. Or maybe they were. I don't know. So Spirit, can I get some cards here about the truth behind pile 2's delays? Delay kind of feels like a past feeling has something to say. This delay kind of feels like it's more financial than anything, but you may also just be feeling very drained as well during this time. And so the delay comes in the form of this person thinking about you, pulling on your energy. Yeah, we got a number of exes are thinking about you. If you ever feel their energy, you're not crazy, core cut, and cleanse. Okay, you guys, you are on that divinely spiritual path. Okay, you're on that divinely spiritual, you're on the divinely guided spiritual path. You are going to come across delays like this. Your goal here is to just move through them effortlessly. And to acknowledge that you're not crazy. You're just hyper aware. You have like the ability to sense other people's freaking energy. Okay, so just take that and try not to feel any kind of way. We got yes for anyone who had a question that was a yes or no. We have feminine, okay, that also want to come out with the yes card. So I don't know if that's like a feminine yes or what, but we got December. Could be some important, a moment happens in December, a month to look forward to. I don't know. We got Taurus. Things could be looking up for you financially speaking, because Taurus energy to me is very like abundant. I hate you only because I hate myself. A message from someone's higher self, which I think relates to that. Oh, and then we have I am mourning you. Yeah. So one of the cards that came out, if I remember correctly, was the Five of Cups. I'm mourning you. Yeah, you guys. Also, total deja vu moment. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, well, I hope this helped. I hope that this cleared whatever blockages you were feeling. You may still sense these blockages, obviously. They're difficult to move through because it's energy work. Now you kind of have to, like, use your psychic abilities or, you know, just, like, your spiritual gifts to actually help you guide you through this next part of your life. Yeah, but it does seem like the option's yours. Like, this person exists for, like, in your life as an option, but to be honest, you just have better out there. And you may not come across them until you become a more established person in your chosen field. Okay, you guys, so I hope those messages resonated. I hope they helped, brings you some peace, some clarity, guidance, just, you know, uplift you as well. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, bye. Hello, Pile 3. Y'all. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a wonderful week in unwinding this Friday with a nice relaxing video or something like that, right? So as always, before I start your channel, I cleanse the space. Okay, just gonna wait for my Palo Santo to pick up the flame. It's harder to burn on the charcoal parts, but cleanse the space of negative and low vibrational energies. I set the intention of channeling clear and precise messages relating to our highest good. Thank you so much, Spirit. Amen. And every time I burn some Palo Santo, it kind of motivates me to take a deep breath. And I always just feel better after a nice, relaxing breath. Isn't that funny? I feel like that's funny. All right, so I'm going to start shuffling here. Okay. Breath. So at the time of me recording this video, Thanksgiving has just passed. It's always lovely to reunite with family and have like a little moment, like, you know, the ones you have on those days, but they could also be kind of overwhelming. And, you know, it's always interesting to spend time with family, I think. But anyway. All right, Pile 3. So I'm already starting to pick up this message here of you're a queen. Queen of Swords. I'm not, well, I feel like I'm being called to receive a message here that I don't necessarily think is for our highest good, but that could just be my perspective of what's in alignment with our highest good. I'm not sure, but let's see here, you guys. Yeah, this Five of Swords, there's some kind of betrayal or deception here that's behind some kind of delay. So we will get into what that is. But first, let's do an energy check. So, you know, who are the viewers watching, Spirit? Who are the viewers watching for Pile 3? Okay. Well, this card wanted to come out. We got the Four of Coins. Or Pentacles in this deck. So you guys watching might have many opportunities and you're feeling greedy. May have walked away from some opportunity here. I'm getting a very, like, if the last two piles were person A, this is like person B. That's what I'm starting to feel. So the people watching here, you guys, in your energy, I'm like kind of picking up a greediness. The people watching are very obsessed with some sort of image. some sort of wealth. Yeah, and you're exhausted from chasing an image that isn't even really accessible for you. Like, I'm getting like you're trying to become a millionaire or a billionaire, but you do not have a millionaire or billionaire's mentality. And so that is why when you invest in these situations that you think are going to be, like, you choose an option based on appearances. Okay, so I'm getting like, you know, you might choose this option because it seems the most like, oh, what is here? What's underneath this rug? What's underneath this cloth? And then you find out it's like a snake. You can't do shit with that. But I'm getting this feeling that you are either intuitively drawn to these things, or you're like, also I feel kind of called to point out the signs here. We got Scorpio energy with this 7 of Cups, and then we also have Piscean energy with this 8 of Cups. So I do feel like the people watching here are incredibly exhausted. You are so tired from something. It is something not working out the way you want it to, and you're very disappointed, and you've walked away from like whatever that is. But I'm here to tell you it's going to be through love that you achieve your greatest ambition, even if that's like to become a billionaire. Okay, like you are gonna find the strength and the opportunities necessary from some kind of divine soulmate. That's what I'm getting. It's like you can only go so far on your own, but you guys are learning that, and you might be, I've already walked away from this person. So can I get more on this energy check, Spirit? Who are the viewers watching? Yeah, you guys are, we got Scorpio energy again. But you guys might just be very, or water sign, you could be a Cancer as well, but you guys are in a regretful, there's something here in the past that you failed on. That could have been what you walked away from. It could be what the 7 of Cups is, or you might have just been very like blinded by like your options. You didn't realize you had the best one like right in front of you. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Or no, I feel like that message was the message, but there could be another interpretation of that same message that delivers the information differently. I really do feel like here we got Scorpio energy again. There is something intense, emotionally intense about a situation here that you have either walked away from because you were afraid to change. There was like disharmony, and I feel like some sort of like burnout. Where is this going to take us? You've been called to choose yourself, to love yourself, and through this soul searching, I don't know, you guys are lost. I'm sorry, like that's what I'm getting. Like this is an energy of people who are confused. You're so confused, like you're blinded. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking in the background, just ignore him. But he's technically not my dog, he's my roommate's dog. But anyway, he's chill, just annoying. Anyways, sorry, not to get distracted here from the message, but I feel like you guys are confused. Like you don't know which way is up. That's what I'm getting from pile 3. I'm getting a very like, so okay, if you guys are watching from the past 2 piles, this is the energy of your part, like your counterpart. This is their energy. And if you are the counterpart watching, hi, hello, thank you for coming to this video. And sitting here through this, because we're gonna talk about your delays, because you do feel kind of held back by your emotions mostly, more than I feel like the physical reality. But there's something here about stagnation. Like you're well, things are kind of stagnant, I think, financially. That's what I'm getting from this 4 of Pentacles, because this, or maybe actually, I got a clarifier for this 4 of Pentacles. Because maybe your finances are doing well, your finances, but you're not really growing in the way you want. Like, you're not making as much as you want. So we got the Emperor here as the clarifier. You're definitely not where you want to be. because of this energy. You're not operating from this frequency of love. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. I think you were meant to learn this from your counterpart, your feminine counterpart, because I'm getting a very masculine energy from those watching this, or who this pile's for. Yeah, so we have like this like delay, like block energy here. And I think it stems from the fact that someone is not thinking with their heart. They are thinking with their head. Potentially because they think that's how they're going to like receive some kind of ultimate happiness, but actually it comes from this source of internal love, right? And some people identify that source as spirit. And that's, you know, I think what your feminine counterpart was meant to teach you, but it seems like you have been rejected by this counterpart, so now you have to learn this lesson on your own. And it does seem like it comes from a sort of fear-based decision, but yeah, it comes from some sort of fear-based decision on this person's on your counterpart's end. But for you, same could have been said for why things worked out the way they did. Anyway, the energy I'm tapping into is just very confused, because, or if not confused, just so misguided, because honestly the energy is not necessarily the best. Because I don't think you know who you really are, is what I'm trying to say here. Like, with peace and love, no disrespect, I just don't think you know who you are. Like, you think you know who you are, but that's not who you are. And you know that. That's particularly why this connection with this past person didn't work out, because you were not accepting who you truly are. You've been accepting this facade that you label as yourself. But that's not you. You're not actually this greedy person who walks away from all the good things that happen to them. You are this wonderful person. But it doesn't mean anything if I tell you that. That's something you have to realize on your own. And I think that's the main problem here, is you're not quite acknowledging it. So things are not playing out the way you want them. And you know you're entitled to some sort of like something, right? Maybe you feel like you're entitled to love, to peace, to joy. You feel like you're entitled to like an egregious amount of wealth, and you are. The universe wants to give it to you, but you have to learn the spiritual lesson. You have to grow and evolve and adapt and change, but you have not been changing. And it seems like, yeah, you haven't been, there's some sort of like blockage. Okay, there's a blockage here with your growth. You're currently going through the self-development phase. You're kind of like picking up the pieces and working from scratch, which is how it's meant to be for you at this time. Okay, there was an easier way with this counterpart, but this counterpart is not going to be showing up for you during this aspect of your life. Obviously, this is something, yeah, she showed up again, this Queen of Wands. You're gonna have to kind of figure it out on your own, to be completely honest here. And you have the universe on your side if you are willing to do the work. Okay, pile 3. Yeah, so there was some sort of like, to reiterate the message, a pile 3 watching, you guys are, your delays, I think come from like hope and expectation not matching reality. And it seems like you've made some decisions in the past that aren't super aligned with your highest good, but the version that you were currently at the time. I do also feel like some of you might be Leos. We got Leo energy twice. Or an earth sign. There's Virgo here, Capricorn there. Aries and the Emperor. But anyways, there's just some signs. If not, you could have a Scorpio rising. Or Pisces sun. Scorpio sun. You could have like Leo sun. Libra moon, or Libra, like Libran energy. I do feel like you really want to choose with your heart. Sorry, you want to choose with your head. You really want to make like sound, smart, wise decisions. The issue is your definition of wise and smart needs to be updated, because potentially you're operating in a definition of wise wisdom or intellect that is actually not quite aligned with what true wisdom and intellect is. For example, some people think the more pessimistic views of life are the only views of life that are worth having. Some people think it's always best to assume the worst, not realizing that that isn't quite healthy. I'm not going to get into it. I don't feel like getting into it here, but you are being asked to have a more cheerful and optimistic view on life, because that's how you're going to attract it. That's how you're going to attract good luck, good energy, good natured people towards you, is by operating in a kind and like high vibrational energy. Especially if you are desiring this Queen of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Gemini, because we did get Gemini with the Lovers card. So you guys, like, okay, sorry, this energy check, it was kind of harder to pull words out of me, because this is an energy that is kind of like difficult to speak to. It seems like you're very prideful, pile 3, and you know, if this doesn't resonate with you, I don't think this is your video, so like, don't worry, just click out now or whatever. But if this does resonate, please do consider sticking around, because like, this is like, I'm getting an energy of someone who, you know, may walk away from the good things in their life, potentially because maybe they feel like they don't deserve it, or I don't know, or maybe like you've just never experienced like true authentic love, so it's just in your nature to walk away from it because you think there's such a thing as too good to be true. I don't know. I'm getting a very warped energy. This, like, you're somebody who needs a lot of healing in your life. Could be why. Anyway, this divine counterpart isn't gonna come back, so you're gonna have to do the work on your own. That's the main message here. And if you know that to be true, if you're watching this, like, you know that, but now this message is being reiterated, so you have further confirmation in the 3D to know to move on and to actually work on yourself, because the issue wasn't that the connection wasn't holy, or that, because this is like, I'm getting a very ordained, like, God orchestrated this kind of union for you and the other person, so you guys can make an empire together to establish something great in this world. However, due to your own actions and behaviors, you're gonna have to take accountability, because this is what's blocking you from receiving divine blessings, from the next step in your life, from overcoming these delays. Do you understand? I haven't even gotten to the tarot portion of this reading. We're just talking about the basic energy check. This is the blockade. The blockade is to become a better person. That's what's stopping you from receiving some kind of guidance. And you, by the way, if you were able to do this work, whether that's going to therapy or just taking time out for yourself and healing, you will attract an egregious amount of wealth to you. Okay, I just want to let you know, like, if you're trying to get rich quick, becoming a better person is the way that's going to happen for you, like, overnight. So just, and it has to be sincere. It has to be sincere. All right, you guys, so we're just gonna get into the tarot portion. All right, pile 3. Okay, so Spirit, what are the truth behind pile 3's delays? We're just going to ask that question, even though I feel like we discovered it. It's fear and a lack of commitment. So there's something here that you were afraid to commit to. There was some sort of like future plan here. Yeah, there was some sort of opportunity here that you kind of cheated yourself out of. Like, you thought like you didn't need it, or that you didn't deserve it, or that you didn't want it. Okay, but it seems like you realize the only reason why you had that epiphany, that thought, is because of some sort of ego and a lack of healing that you needed in your life. All right, so wow, this energy is like crazy easy to read right now. But this is just coming from someone's higher self, straight from the source. So we are getting this feeling of there is something here you're afraid to commit to. It was some sort of opportunity for abundance and long-term stability. However that was, whether it was a job opportunity or like a romantic partnership or a friendship of some sort or just some good advice. And someone was afraid to take that advice. It kind of, but I'm getting is like it conflicted with your ego. Whatever this advice was, this person or this essence or this energy that you were rejecting, it actually was like in alignment with your higher self. Okay, so as a result, you're in this energy of restlessness, like unfocused, burnt out, impulsive, no direction. You kind of feel lost right now because this was the next step in your path and you knew it, or if you didn't, you felt it intuitively. We have Piscean energy here with the moon. Okay, like there's something here about like you knew with your emotions that this was the right path for you, but you rejected it, or you chose different. You chose it's like I'm really getting like you cheated yourself. Okay, and now you are in this energy where you don't know where you're going and you don't know where you're at. It's very confusing, very lost, kind of feeling here. And I think you're coming to this awareness, or you will, that it was an ego response. Your ego responded, not like in the healthiest way. Your ego responded to this situation here of love, peace, and balance with destruction. Okay. Yeah, and then we got the Star card here. So it's even more like, yeah, like it was a lack of faith maybe in the plan. Like you didn't know how these feelings were going to actually help you accumulate some kind of wealth. Like maybe you think you might be one of those people who think feelings aren't real or that they don't deserve anything from you. Like, you know, those people who think like it's a disease to have emotions or something. I don't know, like I'm really getting like the hustler life, broski. Feelings are for females. Don't feel muscle power. It's all about strength, not about emotions. Emotions are weak. Oh, there you go. Maybe you think like emotions actually slow you down, but actually they were gonna be your way to success. And it seems like it came from a source of trigger. We got Aquarius energy too, like 3 times. You could have it. Oh my gosh, look into your birth chart. You could have a stallion and Aquarius, because we got Aquarian energy here with the five of swords. We have Aquarian energy present again in the Knight of Swords, and then we got Aquarian energy in the Star card. I do feel like this is some kind of fixed placement issue. Like fixed placement meaning like you're stuck on this idea and you cannot move on. Stuck on the idea of something, and there was this idea that was particularly, your ego was particularly fond of it, that kept you stagnant. And that's the truth behind your delay. Your delays came from some sort of like ego response that was not in alignment with your soul, and was actually just going to slow you down in life. So, and it seems like you're overcoming that, or you're going to, or you have to, in order to move on to the next chapter of your life. Because it's not that you're not doing like well, I think. It's just like you're stuck. Okay, you're stuck, and you like something here about long-term planning. You were not thinking about the long term. Yeah, so you also may be working very hard currently, working harder than you normally do, and you're not making half as much as you used to. So again, it's this message of like a lack of long-term viewing here. So look, what I'm telling you is like there was a path here, and I feel weird talking about this, but like I'll do it for spirit. Okay, you guys, so there's this path, a path towards your desired reality. I do feel like whoever is watching this, you guys are visionaries. Okay, with this Piscean energy, Aquarius energy, you are a visionary. There's a reality or a desire. There's something you want, okay, very bad. Maybe it's like wealth. Maybe it's some kind of lifestyle, like you want to live lavishly, okay? And that vision is like you are attached to it. Like it's like in your head. It's very strong. So the universe is responding to your desires by showing you the way, showing you how you can get there. And on that path, you were meant to find someone. You were meant to find a counterpart to you, someone different but very similar. Although I feel like at first you will think this person's is nothing like you, but you would come to find that you share a lot in common. Something like that, okay? Like a lover, like a soulmate. Your soulmate was supposed to come in and help guide you towards that path of success. Okay. But it seems like you've already rejected it. You've rejected that outcome from happening. Or this person now rejects that outcome from happening. So that basically what I'm telling you is like, it's not too late. You can still get to where you want to go. It's just, you're going to have to do it on your own now. And this is not necessarily something you're quite trained for. So you might need help. Like I suggested therapy because it will help unwind some of these thought processes that are blocking you from growth. It's like you've made a lot of growth in the 3D. You already have like the physical down. Now it's the non-physical. You got to work on your internal body, your emotions, your soul, your spirit, in order for you to be able to move in the right direction from here on out. You're going to have to really hone in your intuition. If you don't, you might even have some spiritual gifts here, but to work on them further so that you can improve them and to help guide you towards a successful outcome here, one where you don't have to work as hard but you make twice as much, okay? So that it just, spirit really wanted to relay this message of there was this divinely orchestrated path you were on. You were meant to meet someone and grow and develop along with them. However, it seems like that's no longer the case because this person rejects you, because they mirror the rejection you once gave to them. Okay, they're mirroring you even now. Even now, they are giving you, what's the word? Your own medicine. Yeah, is that the saying? The taste of your own medicine. And I bet it's bitter. I bet it's bitter as hell. But it's like, in order, especially if you still want to be with that person, because I'm getting soulmate. This was someone who was supposed to, like, you were supposed to marry, like, at some point in your life. Like, it is so, like, I can't ignore that message. Like, I have to relay it. So, yeah, now you know. But it seems like, you know, that was the outcome that was supposed to happen. It didn't happen, and it's most likely never gonna happen. So this is like, you know what I mean? You have to find your own way to success, to emotional success, and this person is going to find their way towards physical, tangible success on their own. And at that point, when you guys reach that point in your journey, when you are emotionally stable and when this person is financially set, there could be a reunion, a realignment, basically. And maybe at that point, if you guys choose, you could be together. But at that point too, maybe you both will find better options. So with that being said, try not to give up on this path. It's not easy, because you're working with an internal world here. Your thoughts and emotions are not the most kind to you. But I believe in you. You got this. Okay, you guys. We got, yeah, this Four of Pentacles. This is such a fascinating energy. You are, like, coming up as this, like, King of Pentacles. Like, you are wealthy, or you have wealth to you already. Like, you can take care of yourself and potentially others. You might be trying to... You might be trying to get closure right now. Yeah, I don't know. You might be trying to work something out with this past person, but to be honest, it's not gonna plan out the way you want it to. So, you know, really consider self-care during this time. Like, focus on taking care of yourself and loving on yourself. That's going to be how you make it to where you want to go. For you guys, I actually do feel called to grab an oracle deck, so excuse me while I do that. I'm gonna grab this moon oracle, or sorry, moonology deck, and see what the messages are. Okay. Ooh. Let's see here for pile 3. What would Spirit like to relay? About the truth behind these delays. So we got balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon and Piscean. So we got that Pisces energy again. I strongly suspect some of you watching here might have Scorpio or Pisces energy, like placements. Actually more so on the Scorpio than Pisces, but you could just be like, you could have like both placements in your big 3. It's crazy, right? But anyway, it's time to release negativity, full moon and Scorpio. It's time for you to release baggage, old ways of thinking. It's you're overdue from a complete energetic reset. That could also be why this Scorpion energy keeps showing up, because Scorpio is the sign of intense transformation, you guys. Scorpio is present in the death card for a reason. What is more permanent than death, right? So you guys, you might be overdue for a restart. And I said this already, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but for everything, right? For your mental, spiritual, and physical well-being, maybe it's time for you to change up your diet. Maybe it's time for you to stop certain practices or things that you do. Maybe it's time for you to start taking care of your vessel, or your spiritual vessel. Be kind to yourself. Be like emotionally available with you. Okay, no one else. Just be there for yourself when you're going through bad times. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like the advice. I was gonna say treat yourself like the therapist you wish you had, but you know that, you know, if you can't do that, something else works too. So also we have these 2 cards. It's a time for healing, and then we also got hold your vision. You're not wrong for wanting the things that you want. You're not wrong for like the things that you desire, as long as, you know, those things are like in alignment with the highest good, right? Don't be wishing ill upon people. But you know, if you want a lavish life where you're taken care of, or you have money to take care of yourself, or you can go traveling whenever you want, buy yourself the things you deserve, the things you want, you deserve it, okay? Hold that vision. Don't let go of it. But keep in mind that this is a time for transformation. It's a time for healing. It's a time for releasing negativity, because I know the people here watching are tired of the stagnant energy they're currently in. I bet you're sick of these energies. I bet you're sick of feeling constantly stuck, delayed, all that. And I'm trying to help you get unstuck, undelayed, to move forward. But it is going to require you to sit in the uncomfortabilities to make a complete spiritual transformation. Are there other cards here, Spirit? For file 3. We got bring love into the situation. Conclusions are within reach. So that could be a message for a specific person. And I got be bold. Make the first move and surrender to the divine. Okay, pile 3. That was it for your reading. I hope these messages resonated. Thank you for spending this time and space with me. I so appreciate your presence here. Consider liking, commenting, and subscribing if you haven't already. And I just want to say this like one more time. You are loved. Believe it or not, you are loved so much by this universe. And the love that this universe has to offer you is present in the earth. So consider going into nature, doing very grounding activities. You are loved by God. I mean, even if you don't believe in God, I'm someone who personally believes like in the Most High, obviously. But even if you don't, like, don't feel pressured or anything. Just I'm letting you know you're still loved either way. Okay, you have a place in this world. You have a place amongst angels and the heavenly. They will never reject you, not even if you reject them. All right, that's the main thing I want to relay here. And you deserve to live the life that will make you feel the most fulfilled and the most happy, no matter what. No matter what you've done or who you might have hurt, you still deserve a great life. It's just, you keep in mind, karma's real. You will reap what you sow, but understand you grow from those experiences. They're not intended to break you or, they're not intended to make you give up on being a good person or living a certain lifestyle. No, they're just meant to help you grow, to never make the same mistakes again, to live your life trying to be better. Okay, just that. Then that's the thing. Like, you never really stop. You never really stop trying to be better, right? There's never going to be a point where you're the best you'll ever be. You're going to keep growing and keep evolving as time changes. And it's a beautiful process, as painful as it may be and as scary as it may be sometimes, because it's not always the most fun to transform from the inside out consistently, but it's worth it. It's worth it for the blessings. It's worth it for the alignment, for the people that you meet on that path who are also doing the same thing as you, just trying to be the best version of themselves, better than they were yesterday, is really kind of, the goal. But anyways, and also you meet some, like, I hate to underplay it, but like, for real, you meet some of the best people on that path of self acceptance, of evolution, right? And those people, I think, are your soul tribe. So anyways, if you want to meet those lovely individuals, I do suggest you ascend on this spiritual journey. All right, pile 3. Gosh, that was a lot. That was a lot. Emotionally speaking, I don't know about you, but for me, I feel so whipping drained. I gotta go take a nap after this. Whew. But okay, for real, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll hope to see you in the next one.